Switching to Canon was one of the best decisions I have ever made for my photography career. Hey guys, I'm Kelsey J. I am a Canon creator, travel photographer, and model based in Seattle, Washington. We'll start with a little bit about me and how I got into photography and content creation in the first place. I actually started taking photos when I was really young. I think I got my first camera at 10 years old, and then I took both film and digital photography in high school. Then at the same time, I signed with a modeling agency in San Francisco when I was 17 years old. So I was already getting a ton of practice both in front of and behind the camera at an early age. Fast forward a few years and I finally was able to own my own camera because I was gifted an entry-level DSLR for my college graduation gift. Then I moved to San Francisco and started working a 9-to-5 desk job at a PR agency, and that's when I really realized that my heart lied in photography and I really wanted to become a photographer. So on the side, I started interviewing at photography studios, but I couldn't get hired anywhere, not even as an unpaid intern. It just didn't seem like it was going to happen for me. At the same time, I was going to photography meetups in San Francisco, really just to make friends and get to take photos, but that's where I found out that becoming an influencer or a content creator online was turning into a real job. At the same time, in my PR job, I started specializing in influencer marketing, where I was actually learning how we hire influencers and how those marketing campaigns work. So I was getting experience on both sides, and eventually I just decided to quit my full-time job, let go of my apartment, start traveling full-time out of a carry-on suitcase. When I started traveling full-time, I was actually shooting on a camera from a different camera company, but I was traveling with friends that had Canon gear and were using Canon gear. And I realized that I started gravitating towards using their cameras more than my own, primarily because I just love the feeling of using a Canon camera. It's hard to explain, but on top of that, I love the Canon color science. For some reason, I don't know what it is about Canon cameras, but when you take portraits, I take a lot of self-portraits myself, skin tones just look so good. They look real to the actual skin tone in camera, and that is so important. And 2 years later, a production team that was working on a Canon commercial reached out, I auditioned for them, and this time I booked it. The Canon team seemed to like me and what I did in the commercial, and after that, I ended up signing on as an official Canon creator. And since that original commercial for their Here to Create campaign, I have been able to do so many insane projects with them. I have seen myself on a Times Square billboard. I have seen my work displayed at Art Basel in Miami as an art installation. I have even been on the box of the EOS RE Creator Kit. It has seriously been a wild ride and a dream come true. Today, I'm using their EOS R series mirrorless system, including their RF lens series, because it is just the best in the game. And what's great about these mirrorless camera bodies for content creators is that they have hybrid capabilities for both photography and videography, which today in the content creator world, you really need to be able to do both. So for me, they work perfectly for what I do in my career. All right, you guys, that's it for today's video. Thank you so much for watching. If you liked what you saw here today and want more inspirational and educational content, be sure to like and subscribe to Canon's YouTube channel.